Hello, this is Luke going to talk about the Batman Cape Crusader alternate theme that I made a couple of revisions to. Frederik Wiedmann, he wrote a great theme for this TV show, and it 30 seconds. You get like a 30-second slot to set the mood, and I think he did great. The revision here is more of a idea for a later season when Batman, or when his character evolves into more of a heroic, kind of towering city figure that he's often portrayed as. It might not be that way in this TV show, so I'm not sure, but just an alternate idea, and to play with some of the thematic ideas that the composer set up, which I love doing a lot. I'll talk a little bit about, or rather, I'll just show the orchestration by breaking down the different sections, and here we go. So that was that. The main revisions I made were to well, rather, I'll start with the form. There's like two parts of this 30-second thing. The first is like a primary idea, and then he modulates and presents a little bit more energetic idea. In an interview, he used a really good word for it, and perhaps talking with the producers, they all agreed on it being a bit hypnotic, and I think he really nailed it. I think that it brings a lot of the noir type sound from back in the day that they were referencing. He mentions listening to Korngold and others from that era, and you could hear that in his orchestration and writing. However, for this revision, it was more about evolving that character, and instead of it instead of the character of the main titles being hypnotic, I wanted to give it a little bit of clarity. And so, back to those two halves, the opening half and then the second half of the main titles. The opening presents the main idea, and what I did was I heard it in 4 different quadrants. So the dee da 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 dee da dee da dee da dee da 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 dee da 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 dee da dee da. So those are the 4, and the main quadrants I worked on were 2 and 4, and they were more or less like a response to the ideas in 1 and 3. And I just wanted to give that a little more clarity, and that would kind of mirror conceptually the growth of this version of Batman into the character that he's becoming, perhaps. The second revision was in the second half of this thing, which is in the original thing, very kind of static. Again, a little bit more energy because it did modulate, but it's still a bit static and hypnotic, which is great for the first season here. I wanted to just add a little bit more drama to it, as it's like a evolving Batman, and so in that way I kind of beefed up the brass section and added a bit more of a dynamic contrast to the opening half. I really enjoyed working on this. I love Batman. I would love to work on a show one day, something in animation or in any other motion comic or whatever. I just love the character. I love the mythos, and especially the musical mythos. And thanks for watching.